Hey, everybody, welcome to the Snap Delivered Overview. We'll get started here in just about 10 seconds. All right, everybody, welcome to our Snap Delivered Thursday night overview. Tony here. We're going to go right into the information. This might be the first time you're hearing about Snap Delivered. I can almost promise you it will not be the last time. We're going to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do as a company, and how you can benefit financially by becoming a part of the Snap Delivered family. The company's fairly new. We just pre-launched in June of this year in Palm Beach, Florida. We're participating in the $100+ billion restaurant delivery industry, and we're really poised to disrupt the traditional companies that are in this industry. The industry as a whole is booming. 60% of U.S. households are ordering delivery or takeout at least once a week. As big as the industry's gotten, it's projected to hit over $200 billion a year by Forbes magazine over the next few years by 2025. So massive opportunities. You've got billion-dollar players like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber, $100 million players like Waiter, Delivery.com, Eat Street. And as big as all these companies are, they pretty much do things exactly the same way, which it creates a lot of unhappy customers that get hidden fees when they're checking out, unhappy drivers. Some of these companies are peeling away part of their drivers' tips that are coming in, and probably more than anything, unhappy restaurants that are getting charged enormous fees for these guys to come grab food and take it to their customers. When you think about the restaurants, if you owned a restaurant that did about 20 deliveries a day on average, and your average order was just under $40, at a 35% commission, you're paying just under $100,000 in delivery fees to Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub. And that's pretty typical. If you had Snap Delivered do all those exact same deliveries, instead of paying $100,000 or just under $100,000, you'd pay a little over $14,000. So you could save over $84,000 a year because a Snap driver picked up your food versus an Uber or DoorDash or Grubhub driver. I think if any of us owned a restaurant and we could choose whether to save $84,000 or spend $84,000, we'd all want that $84,000 in our bank account versus sending it out to DoorDash, Uber, Grubhub, and those other big providers. That's the beauty of Snap. We have no massive 20, 30, 40% commission fees. We don't charge our restaurants like that. We have a $2 flat fee. Any delivery, it's a $50 delivery, it's $2. $100 delivery, it's $2. Takeout, $1. The restaurants get paid right away. Drivers get paid right away. There's no hidden service fees. Our customers know exactly what they're going to pay right out of the get-go, right when they're checking out. It creates a lot of happy customers, happy drivers. And when you're saving restaurants this kind of money, it creates a lot of happy restaurant owners. The executive team has a ton of experience, not only in the networking space, built teams of hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, but we've also built multi-million-dollar businesses in the restaurant delivery space. I was very fortunate and exited to one of those companies that we talked about on one of the earlier slides. About a third of my business I sold to one of those. And then the remaining 2/3, I actually merged with another one of those companies that you see on that list. But the bottom line is part of my agreement was I did not have to sign a non-compete. And my good friend, the CEO, Mr. Paul Michael, I never felt like I'd get back into the delivery space. But when he shared with me his vision of helping restaurants actually earn money from delivery versus maybe breaking even, maybe sometimes losing money, I just knew that it was a way to shift the entire industry away from these companies that were hammering their restaurant partners, picking off tips from their drivers, overcharging their customers. This industry was ripe for disruption. And that's why Snap Delivered was founded. To earn income in Snap Delivered, it's pretty simple. There's a way to get started that's free. That's what I love about Snap. You can download the app, start sharing the app with people, and start making money right away. So if you download the app, become what we call a free customer, then you send the app to your friend and they order, you get paid. If you introduce a restaurant to Snap and they start fulfilling orders, every time they fulfill an order, you get paid. Never costs you a penny. There's no requirements, no qualifications. You download the app for free, you start sharing it for free, and you start getting paid when deliveries go out. Now, if you have a little bit of a team building background, maybe you've managed and trained sales teams, you can actually get paid off your organization by upgrading to what we call a manager. You never have to do that. It's never required. It's $299 per year. Once you're a manager, you get paid the same as a customer off all your personal referrals. But if you build a team, you start earning off of that organization. To get paid in Snap's pretty simple. You refer customers, drivers, restaurants, and you can refer customers who upgrade to that manager position. You earn 40 cents for every delivery that goes out from a restaurant that you refer over. Whether you're a free customer or an executive, the highest level in the company, you make 40 cents. If you refer a customer, you make $1. It doesn't sound like a lot, right? You're making $1 here, 40 cents there, not a lot of money, but it can add up. That's why this industry is heading towards $200+ billion a year. Let's do an example and say if you did 10 restaurant referrals to the Snap family, and those 10 restaurants were averaging 20 orders a day. Now, some will do less than that. High volume restaurants do hundreds of orders a day, but let's just say 10 restaurants, all doing 20 orders a day at 40 cents an order each month, you're earning a little over $2,000. Now, what if you also introduced some drivers? Let's say you did 10 drivers that help do those orders. Now you get that 2,400, let's call it, for restaurant referrals. You'd add another 1,200 for those drivers that are doing those orders. You're at $3,600 a month because you introduced 10 restaurants, 10 drivers that were averaging 20 deliveries a day. Now, if you did upgrade to manager and you started to build an organization, let's say you introduced 3 people that did the same thing as you. They became managers. They introduced 10 restaurants, 10 drivers. So on that level 1 is what we call, you'd have 30 restaurants, 30 drivers. Off of that volume, if they're averaging 20 deliveries a day, that would add $5,400 a month to your residual income. As long as those customers are ordering, as long as those restaurants are fulfilling orders, off level 1, $5,400. That's on top of your personal referrals. Those 10 restaurants and 10 drivers you referred, you're still making the $3,600 off of those guys. Now, if it duplicated one more level down, let's say those 3 each brought 3. And again, it never works out geometrically perfect. Some people bring in 0, some people bring in a ton. This example is 3 who got 3, and that's it. Now you got 9 individuals on what we call your level 2. They each go get 10 restaurants, 10 drivers. That's 90 drivers, 90 restaurants on your level 2. Your override is over $8,000 per month off of the volume that's coming off of that level 2. So if you add up your level 2, level 1, and personal, you're over $17,000 a month. And it's a straight, pretty much residual income. You know, the bottom line is a lot of companies in this industry talk about residuals. I've been in this industry. I started my delivery service back in 2016. I owned restaurants. It's kind of a God works in mysterious ways kind of story, because I was just looking to deliver for our restaurants in a few different cities. And we had other restaurant owners that wanted us to deliver for them. 2.5 years later, we were in 300 cities between the United States and Canada. We ended up exiting to one of the big providers, and then we merged with another one of the big providers a little bit later. And it's still a $30 million plus a year business. So I understand how simple it is when you get that customer base coming in to get them to reorder over and over and over and over. Every day for year after year, the average order rate was 85% reorders. So if we had a city with 1,000 orders going out in a day, 850 or more of those customers that were ordering, it was either their second order, their third order, their 30th order, their 400th order. It was at least their second order. It was a repeat customer. It's a true residual. Once you start to develop this, the orders come in over and over and over. And that's what's exciting. But the bottom line is most people don't know how to do something like this. And that's where our training and support comes into play. If you're sitting there going, what would I say to a restaurant owner? If they've got questions, how would I answer them? You can actually invite a restaurant owner every Monday. We do a restaurant roundtable where restaurant owners can learn about our company, learn about the process, ask questions, get feedback. And if they want to partner up, we help them do that. Our Taco Tuesday, we do a manager and above training every Tuesday night. If you're sitting there going, well, how do I build an organization? How would I, get customers to download the app? We train you how to do that. What would I say to a restaurant owner? We train you exactly what to say to the restaurant owners. How would I recruit drivers? Do I run ads? Do I talk to friends, family? We teach you how to do that. How to run ads on Facebook, Indeed.com, Craigslist, how to boost posts on Instagram, how to get drivers coming to you, asking you if they can drive for Snap Deliver. We have our opportunity overview like this every Thursday night. We live stream it. We've got marketing tools. We have a live training event actually coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday in Jupiter, Florida. Unfortunately, it is sold out. So if you're watching the live stream or you watch the recording in the next 24 hours, unfortunately, you cannot attend the event live. But we do have a way where you can actually join us through a live stream. We made that available since we sold out. We had a lot of new people that wanted to be there, but the fire marshal will only let us put so many people in a room. And so for those folks that couldn't make it that wanted to, we do have live stream available. Then we have the Snap Delivered training videos on our YouTube page. If you said, what would I say to a restaurant? We have a video of exactly what we would say to a restaurant owner if we walked in there and wanted them to start joining and delivering through the Snap Delivered family. So our training and support is second to none, guys. The bottom line is timing and positioning is everything in business. If you can disrupt an industry, there's massive amounts of income to be gained. And there's no guarantees. I tell people, listen, if we pull this off, I can't guarantee you we can pull this off. I know that I can build a delivery business. Paul, we can build a delivery business into the millions of dollars a month because we've done that. But we're not looking to do that with Snap. We're looking to shift the industry. We're looking to get rid of Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub as far as their delivery is concerned, because if they're charging a restaurant owner 12, 13, 15, 30 bucks for an order that goes out for a family of 4 or 5, and instead of charging that restaurant 30 bucks, we're going to charge them $2. Restaurants are going to come flocking to us. So I know that we can do this, but we're going to need help from people like yourselves. So if you see that same vision, I'm telling you, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to shift the industry. See, if you could have been a part of Netflix before, it really blew up, think how amazing that would be. They put Blockbuster out of business. Think about companies that were selling CDs. When you disrupt an industry, all of us have all of our songs on our phones now. That disrupted the music industry. Amazon is disrupting the retail industry. We're looking to disrupt the delivery space, and you can be a big part of it. What I would recommend, contact whoever invited you onto tonight's live stream. Let them know, A, you want to learn more, B, you want to sign up and be a customer, or C, you get this. It looks good, it sounds good, it feels good, and you want to be a part of something major that's going to happen over the next 30, 60, 90 days, all well into the future. And for those of you that make that decision, for those of you that take that step to join Snap, ask your friend who invited you onto this webinar to send you a referral, and they'll let you download the app. You'll use the referral code. You get in for free. If you want to upgrade, that's great. You never have to. But the bottom line is it's free. Join the Snap family. I want to welcome you to the team if you do. And I'm sure if you start referring, I'll get a chance to see you at the bank. Have a great night. God bless. And we'll talk to you on our next training event.